there's good points within every one of those doctrines. Calvinism, Arminianism, Pentecostalism, conservatism, liberalism, and so forth. You can glean what you want to glean from them out of personal choice. You don't have to necessarily embrace all the tenets of each professor of these doctrines, because they're not totally infallible in their understanding of scriptures and traditions and ceremonies. Because if they were, there wouldn't be so many disagreements. There would be total perfect unity around a certain, around all of their, whatever they're disseminating as facts. So yeah, there is personal choice, and you don't have to necessarily be a scholar. These are actual scholars and very learned and academic people who disagree, even amongst themselves. So what does that tell you? It says that it's not cut and dry. It's not perfected. There's room for disagreement because it's not a perfect system, because it's man-devised, man's interpretations. And I presume there's some ego involved, pride. People have the tendency to exalt themselves, especially when they have a following or want a following. They put themselves on these platforms, or people put them on the platforms, and then it goes to their head, and they get these inflated egos, and they want to be numero uno, and they want all the attention and the spotlights, and you get that. I get that sense when I read their writings. Some of it, they seem super spiritual, super faithful, and they use super spiritual language, and they use super doctrinal statements, and you wonder, man, how much of this is just trying to sell you something, like a marketer or a salesperson. And they may not even fully embrace it themselves. They're just trying to make it lucrative for themselves, business. And unfortunately, religion is big business. They want to sell you their books. They want to sell you their platforms. They want to, for the purpose of enriching themselves. And I don't know if that's very Christian. Doesn't sound Christian to me. It sounds like sounds earthly and worldly. And but the motives might be pure enough. They might be trying to actually help people with what they believe in. But I just refer people to the scriptures. If you want to understand what godly inspired people had to say, read it for yourself. Do I have to try to persuade anybody or push anybody or force anybody to believe what I believe? I don't feel obligated to do so. I don't feel under compulsion to try to inform other people about what is the narrow path, even though that is what's taught, that the scriptures do declare, the Jewish scriptures, the Bible, declare that there is a narrow path to righteousness, and that wide is the path that leads to, I don't want to say it, but it's not good. But Jesus said that many people are on it. So, I don't feel compelled to force religion down anybody's throat. I'll bring it up, or I'll mention it, I'll discuss it,